right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. How is everyone tonight? My name is Katie Ersta. I am going to be leading this call this evening. So pumped and so excited to be sharing a little bit with you about what I do as a coach, how I earn, and really how a person can truly create an income opportunity through coaching. Before we get started, I think there's Michelle. Okay, perfect. Before we really dive into how this all works, just a quick little bit of background about me. I never came into this with really any understanding of how it worked. For me personally, I started my coaching journey when I had been introduced to Insanity, an at-home workout with Shaun T. And I was doing this workout at home on my own. And I remember seeing somebody on social media sharing a little bit about the coaching opportunity. So I was just getting very curious about how she was earning an income and also getting these amazing results with the product. So what I decided to do was to just do the workouts on my own, get results, and then reach out to her and ask her more about what it was all about. So when I did reach out to her finally, I just was looking truly to create a little bit of side income. I remember very clearly going to the grocery store on one occasion, and I was crossing my fingers and hoping that there was enough in the bank account so that I wouldn't have to charge it. And so there I was crossing my fingers and just hoping that we had enough in the account. And wouldn't you know, of course, as I guess luck would have it, the man at the register said, insufficient funds. And I just very clearly remember standing there going like, how does anyone get ahead? And so I had this aha moment where I was like, I just refuse to settle. There is so much more I want from life than just getting by. I was so tired of it. So I reached out and I signed up without any expectation or understanding of what I was really doing or getting myself into. But I did know that I was already seeing great results with Insanity. I was already believing in the products that I was seeing other people use. And although I myself had never experienced the supplementals that Beachbody had to offer, I was curious. So that is really how I myself started. I am 7 years into the business. Our team has been awarded a number of awards, 4-time elite coach. We have also been a premier team as well. I've been awarded the Humanitarian of the Year award. And just recently, this past January, I was awarded 7 figures. So I just hit the 7-figure mile marker with the Beachbody coaching opportunity. So to say it is possible is an absolute understatement. I'm living proof that with discipline and consistency and grit, you can be incredibly successful at this. But as I said before, when I started, I didn't have any clue what I was doing. I had no idea of the potential that was in front of me. I just knew that I was really tired of getting by. And so tonight, I really want to dive into and explore just a couple of questions that people often give us about what a coach really is. So we're going to talk about what a coach is, how a coach is compensated through Beachbody. We're going to talk about why relational marketing, and that is the business model that Beachbody is. And we're going to talk about what makes it different, what makes it unique, and just some of those perks. We're going to talk about the added benefits of being a coach with our specific organization. It's called the Knockout Brigade. We're also going to talk about the specific steps you need to take in order to get started. Lastly, we'll go over the training. So when you sign up, the first steps you can take, as well as what you need to do to actually start making income right away. All right? So let's talk a little bit about who coaches are and what they are and how this all works. So coaches are normal people who have a passion about a particular product or a topic. They are not necessarily nutritionists. They are not necessarily fitness experts. They are not necessarily people who, even have a background in the health industry. Truly, coaches are people who are willing to go on a fitness journey for themselves. They're willing to start taking care of themselves, and learning more about how good foods and good nutrition really help support a healthy body. But it is also people who are willing to start a fitness journey as well, using the at-home products that we provide. And we now bundle all of that together in a streaming system called Beachbody On Demand, where you literally have hundreds of workouts at every fitness level right there at your fingertips. But they are normal people, but they are people who are willing to not just go on their own fitness journey. They are willing to support other people and be their biggest cheerleaders and fans as they begin their journey as well. You guys, I would love to take a minute to just introduce you to my coach, Michelle, who has been with our organization. It has been, what, like 6-7 months? I might be, you know me, I'm not good at math. So I might be wrong about the numbers, but Michelle is just going to talk to you for a minute or two, just about from a different perspective as a coach who is newer into the organization and some of the experiences she has had so far. So go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. So I've been with the company for probably 7 months now. And when I first joined, I was very reluctant for a long time. I was really, really interested, but I watched you, Katie, for, I would say, probably close to 2 years on Facebook, and just kind of followed you and watched your journey and was really interested. But my biggest hangup was not wanting to do the Shakeology, which is, I know what lots of peeps out there just are not ready to commit to. And so it was sort of like, when do I do this? When do I want to commit? And so I've always been sort of the fitness guru, out there sort of running and swimming and biking and doing my own sort of journey on the side, but just really interested in the community aspect that Beachbody sort of offered. And the fact that it was sort of this year-round thing that I could just do in the house, like in the wintertime and that type of thing. So, life kind of does a 180 on you, at certain times in your life. And, raising 2 teenagers, I've got a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old, and teenagers are super hard in and of itself. And when you throw marriage on top of it, and a marriage that isn't good, which is what I've been experiencing and was experiencing at the time, last year sort of crumbled. And over the summer, my husband just completely left the house and left me with the 2 kids. I was sort of searching for something more, something to lean into, something to work towards, something that would make me feel like I had these goals that I could work towards and feel accomplished and feel proud and just, I guess, strong, And so I was watching Katie and following along and just saying, man, I think this is what I need. And so I was in October. I'm a teacher as well, and so I was sitting in service day in October, on Columbus Day weekend, and I'm sitting there, and I turned to a girlfriend. I was scrolling Facebook, which is, of course, what teachers are not supposed to be doing during in-service days. But I was scrolling Facebook, and I turned to my girlfriend who was sitting right next to me, and I literally said to her, I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm joining. I'm going to sign up. And she was like, what? Are you crazy? And I'm like, no, I'm totally doing it. This is exactly what I need. And she was like, well, if you're doing it, I'm totally doing this with you because you'd be awesome at it. And so I talked to Katie, and by that afternoon, I was 100% in. I had joined. I had signed on. I had my Beachbody On Demand. I was drafting my post. I was in it 100%. And I had never done a Beachbody workout or drinking a shake in my entire life. And I was like, I am all in on this. And I just said to Katie, I was like, just promise me I am not going to go broke. Like, I'm going to give you like the last $160 in my bank account, and you got to promise me that I'm not going to lose my house over this. And I remember you telling me, I promise you, you've got nothing to lose. And it's the best decision I've ever made. It really is.
Love it. I love it. And yes, and Michelle has some pretty big goals that I'm so excited about that she is working towards. But I think she nailed it when she really talked about just this feeling of you truly can do so much more and have so many more goals than you realize. And there's so much potential to really make this business exactly what it is that you want from it. It is not a one size fits all business. It is a business that is done on your terms. And that really is what the beauty of relational marketing is. So I want to talk for a couple minutes about the business model. I want to talk specifically about why relational marketing is very different than other businesses out there. So relational marketing, and another way of explaining that, it's called network marketing. I want to first tell you that if you look at Beachbody, we are everywhere. From the Today Show, maybe you saw Shaun T, or you see Autumn Calabrese, and all over Instagram, you've probably seen Alana talk about nutrition. We are very much a certified company in terms of the quality of the products that we are producing. So when I think of Beachbody, I know that I am part of a company that is well marketed, number one. And number two, I also know that we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So I am proud of working with and in a company and an organization that truly has a mission to help people live a healthy and fulfilling life. But they also have an amazing opportunity for you to create an income while you are helping other people, including yourself. And that brings us to what relational marketing is and what makes it different. So I'm actually going to pause here for a little bit, and I am going to explain this. So if you are brand new, and like me, maybe like Michelle, I had never even heard of network marketing. I didn't know what it was. I was a teacher. I didn't have a background in business. And to me, when I thought of business, I thought of it more of people who work downtown and they get dressed up every day. I didn't really understand this type of work from home model. So first, I am going to share the 10 things that I truly feel make relational marketing very much doable for women like me. For people who are busy, who are on the go, or who maybe say, I don't know if I am qualified to have a career like this or to make the income that I make. So let's kind of walk through this. So number one, it's a level playing field. I have seen people succeed in this business who are doctors, and I've seen people in this business who have not even graduated high school do amazing with this business. It's a level playing field. There are no prerequisites. There are no qualifications in terms of how to actually start your business. What it does take is discipline. It does take consistency. It does take time, and it takes a good, solid work ethic. If you feel like you are somebody who is incredibly coachable, you are in a career, a business, a job that you can truly excel at if you are learning, if you are willing to learn, to grow, and to get feedback and to be incredibly coachable. Number two, there is little investment. Let me give you an example of this. You are going to make between, and I'll talk about this in a couple slides from here, you are going to make between $160 to $220, depending on what you want as your initial investment. But let me break that down a little bit further. Your initial investment in coaching covers your own product. That means the product that you yourself are going to be using, what you're going to be consuming, and a one-year membership, usually in most cases, a one-year membership to a virtual gym. So when I think about that initial investment, I think of all of the places I could be wasting $160, realizing that that little investment, that little small investment could potentially become a 7-figure income or a 6-figure income. I think about, when you are starting a business, most times when we go into it, we have to, maybe we need investors, or we look at starting a new business venture and we're doing a brick and mortar. So we have to purchase or invest or rent a space to create our business. Or if we're looking at a franchise opportunity, we have to pay to buy into a franchise. And it could take us years to potentially pay that off. Your initial investment is actually scarier because it's so low. And what often happens is most people don't even think of it as what could potentially be a successful business because the investment is so low. So what I encourage my new coaches to do when they enroll is to treat it as if they've just put $1 million on the table, that they have made the biggest investment in their lives. And what they start to see is, if I truly focus on what I've invested in and I use the products and I get amazing results with the products, I win no matter what. No matter what, that investment in myself could potentially become a huge payoff in terms of income. But most importantly, it's going to be in you. It's going to be in your results. It's going to be in how you feel when you complete the programs. Number 3, this is a business that depends fully on you. When I started my business, guys, I had no idea what I was doing. I was a full-time teacher and I had very little time to commit to the business. And as I started to grow the business and I started to understand the potential of the business, I started to also understand that my business was dependent on how much and how often I was willing to put forth the effort to be successful. What's amazing is you're going to have access through our team page to amazing trainings. You're going to have amazing travel opportunities. You're going to have really cool perks through the company as well. But it's going to depend on the effort that you are willing to put forth. Number 4 is one that I'm kind of partial to because I am going to be one of your uplines or your upline. And that is, my job is to make sure that I am focusing on helping you succeed in the business. At full disclosure, I can't do the work for anybody. And I am always going to be a coach who matches effort. So when you come into the business and you say, all right, Katie, what are the things that I need to do to be successful? And I give you and I outline exactly what you need to do, and you do those things, you are going to have immediate attention to me as your upline, mentoring you, sponsoring you, supporting you on your journey. It is my job because I get part of the reward of you being successful. My success is dependent on the success of the people that I surround myself with. So of course, I want you to succeed. What other business models do you want does your mentor really truly want you to shine brighter than them? This is that type of business, because I know when you're shining bright, when you're succeeding, when you're thriving at the business, it's going to have an impact on my income as well. Number 5, this is a business, not a job. So kind of along the lines of number 4, I am not really good at babysitting. And even when I was a teacher, I was kind of known for my tough love. And I would never handhold. So when I tell people this isn't like a clock in and clock out kind of job, it's truly a business on your terms. But it also isn't a job where if you don't show up for a week, someone's going to hunt you down and say, hey, you're not doing your work. What's going on? You truly are the owner of your business. So if you want results, the only way to achieve those results is to truly work your business. Number 6, your time. As a busy mom, as a teacher, as someone who does a lot with nonprofits, as somebody who actually owns another business now at this point, I am busy. I have so many things on my plate and so many demands. So I am going to be really forthright and tell you that I have learned from personal experience that busy people get shiz done. When they are busy and they are prioritizing their time, there is very much, this is a business that is designed to be done in the pockets of your time. When I started, it was 2 hours a day. that is the max amount of time that I had to commit to the business. And so I became really good about making sure that I was doing the activities that were going to grow my business, that were going to move it forward. Likewise, when you start, the very first conversation we're going to have is, well, what's your time look like for being able to commit? Are you somebody who can do this full time? Are you looking to maybe just do this a couple hours a day? So that we can really look at what kind of activities can be done in the time that you have. Number 7 is my very, very favorite. I was talking about this today on my stories, and that is the power of residual income. I will never forget one of my very first mentors in the company, who's gone on to do amazing things, said to me, Katie, and oh my gosh, I was a new coach. I had no idea what even was going on. I was just so excited to make my first couple sales. But I remember him saying to me, like, Katie, do you understand that you're part of a business where you can create a substantial residual income? And I was like, no, what's residual income? And he looked at me and he goes, Katie, if you really understood the power of residual income, you would move a brick wall to make it happen. And I thought to myself, well, he seems pretty passionate about that. And he seems to know what he's talking about. So I'm going to look into that. And really what residual income is passive income. And that basically means that you have the opportunity to earn an income based on the volume that is produced by the team that you are a part of, simply because you are dedicated to also growing your organization. And I realized that this is a little complicated. And just like the new Katie who came into coaching, she didn't really understand residual income. But I can tell you now at this point, when I started my business, the bulk of my income was commissions. It was the sales that I was doing. It was the clients that I was bringing in. Within a few months of my business, I started to see that power of residual income through what we call the team cycle bonus opportunity. And about 2 years into my business, I started to see that residual income was maxing out, meaning that it was more than I was making in commissions. And 7 years into the business, residual income is about 85 to 90% of my commissions. Or of my income. So I really have to be so clear in sharing that residual income is not a cut of somebody else's pay. It's not taking money away from your coaches, from your organization, from the people who are coming in. But what residual income is the award the company gives you for mentoring successfully and helping other people succeed in the business. And as their business is growing, you are going to start to see your business grow as well. But before we dive into residual income, to get to that point, it starts with you making those choices to actually start building your business. And we'll talk about that. As you go through the training, you are trained and you start to learn more about volume and team cycle bonus and placement and all of these crazy terms that you might be in your head going, what is she talking about? But I instead want you to focus on this phrase. If you understood the power of residual income, you would move a brick wall to get to it. All right, so number 8, you pick who you work with. I know that in our jobs, sometimes we don't always get to pick the people that we work with, right? And sometimes that's frustrating and you go, oh my gosh, what planet are these people from? But a really cool thing is that at this point in the business, I can say that I have an amazing team of people that I truly do enjoy. And that is because I've always had a choice in working with the people that I want to work with. And for me, those people are fun. They are funny. They get that I am also a little witty. I don't like to take myself overly seriously, but I also love working with people who have grit. I love working with people who are coachable, and I love working with people who have a strong work ethic. Those are the kind of people that I love working with, and just by nature, those are the kind of people who have come into my organization. You're also rewarded with relational marketing so much further than just beyond your paycheck. You are rewarded for doing the work and supporting the mission of our bigger company. So Beachbody is a mission-based company, and their mission is to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. And so what our company does is creates all of these income opportunities, yes, but also these reward perks as well. So maybe if you've been following me on social media, you may have seen that I've gone on quite a few trips within the past year. I've had so many opportunities to travel. Most of those are courtesy of the company or courtesy of our direct organization. So my coaches are given an opportunity to travel to Florida for a weekend retreat, a leadership retreat. I was actually just awarded an opportunity to go to Turks and Caicos. I know that there is also going to be an opportunity for coaches to earn a paid-for trip to Punta Cana next spring. I will be on that trip for sure. But it's not just that, it's that every month there's also these great perks, these great awards for just doing your job. So they might be like swag bags, or they might be shirts, or just fun little like trinkets and prizes and things, because the company wants to acknowledge that you are supporting other people. And number 10, you can't fail at this. This isn't a boss that's saying if you don't do your job, you're out. This isn't a you have to get to this point by this date. You cannot fail if you are learning to grow. And I should rephrase this a little bit, because I truly feel that most of my successes have been through experiences and little failures that I have had along the way that I just am willing to learn from, that I'm just willing to grow from. But I can say you cannot overall fail at this business venture. You have made a $160 investment, and if you are starting that investment by focusing on your health and willing to share what you're doing with other people, you cannot fail. You actually cannot fail at the business. All right, so let's talk about how it all works. So I had mentioned this a little bit in the past slide, but basically I was talking about how you earn an income. With this business, you are going to earn it two main ways, especially at this point coming in. You are going to earn it on commissions, that is from sales, and the second way is through volume. Immediately, one of the first steps that we want to take is we want to sign 3 people up just like you sign up. And so with that, your volume is going to start being created. And this is when we start seeing the potential of residual income. So backing up for a second, commissions are what you personally make by bringing on new clients. You are going to receive a 25% on all products and between a 25 and 40% commission on all of your challenge packs. A challenge pack is basically when we pack or bundle together the main products that help and support our clients. That, in most cases, is going to be that 1-year streaming system called Beachbody On Demand, and our residual product, which is called Shakeology. That's a nutritional, nutrient-dense shake. It's not a meal replacement. It is not a protein shake. It truly is a nutrient-dense shake. So those are the main sources of income for when we start. Now, I also want to tell you, just so you can kind of put this in the back of your mind, those aren't the only ways that you can earn with the Team Beachbody opportunity. You can also earn through what's called the matching bonus opportunity. As you grow your business and start to advance in terms of rank, you can start to actually receive matching bonuses based on how your organization is doing. There is also the team cycle bonus opportunity, which you can start maximizing as soon as you sign your first 2 people up. There's the residual income through products that are shipped monthly. So if you have people who are going to be drinking Shakeology every month when their order comes back, you are then going to make a commission on their sales every single time. And then our company also offers what's called a quarterly bonus poll, which is created for coaches as they begin to advance and as they begin to develop a team. So it doesn't stop with just commissions, and it doesn't stop just with cycle bonuses. There are so many different ways that Beachbody has set us up for success. But I have to add there, you are part of a team that is growing. And this is big. As a business owner, I want to be clear about this. When you sign up as a coach, if you are on this call or you are watching this recording, you are going to be part of a business, of a team that is growing. A team that is growing is also contributing volume, which means that you have the opportunity to bank the volume that's being produced from a growing team for yourself. And I know at first this might not make a lot of sense. This might be something that's a little bit confusing, but basically it's going into a vault until you are ready to maximize it through the team cycle bonus opportunity. If you're wondering, okay, Katie's talking a lot about this team cycle bonus opportunity. You start learning about that about 3 weeks into the business. Now, some people, they want to know about it right away. They go in, they learn the trainings. You have access to all of this information. And as I learn your goals, I am going to start sharing with you exactly what you need to do to get to that next step. But it's really important that you understand that it's there. So even in the back of your mind, as you're maybe thinking this through, asking yourself, all right, if there are team cycle bonus opportunities, I know that I want to take advantage of them as soon as possible. The other piece of that is you are also going to be mentored by people who are successfully influencing with these products. They are building teams, and they know the importance of filling your cup first. So really using the products that you are signing up with from the get-go. We also know that there's going to be support for those who are successfully growing their businesses. It might be from new coach trainings to phase 2 trainings. There's also trainings for people who are wanting to rank advance, new leader trainings as well. You're going to have access to all of those tools. Monthly trainings are going to be designed for those who are working part-time and full-time. And the greatest part, it's all virtual. It's done on your time. It's done through your computer. It's all done on your watch. And so what makes our specific business unique? Sorry, I need to take a sip. Beachbody is different for a couple of reasons. So we know that we give proven results with products. This is not Jared's Subway. This is thousands of people who are using our products, from Shakeology to T25 to Transform 20 to 80-Day Obsession. People see amazing results with the products when they follow the plan. The compensation plan with the low buy-in that we talked about and residual income, as well as many multiple ways that I've already walked through about how you can earn an income. $100 million is spent by the company every year in branding. How crazy is that? So you don't have to go out and market our products. You just are marketing yourself. No quota. You don't have to make a sales quota to keep your coach status. You market to customers. There's easy qualifiers for those first stages. No inventory. You have access to an online portal called the Coach Online Office. That low startup cost, no inventory, products, all discounts. And then also you get 2 types of leads. You can get provided leads through the company, and then there's also the opportunity to get provided paid leads as well. So amazing. They really, truly are setting you up for success. And like I said, our products are proven. Our products have appeared on Good Morning America and other respected sources. They go through extensive testing before they are shipped, and innovating trainings on social media with growth for our team. So you are going to learn actually how to best share your story on social media and start actually becoming a branded, a marketer on social media. It's virtual, it's community driven, and it's convenient. So you're probably asking, all right, how do I get started? What's this gonna cost? So you are going to sign up with what's called a challenge pack. So this is going to include your starting products. It's going to include 1-year membership of Beachbody On Demand. You also have an optional nutritional program as well as your choice of flavor in Shakeology. You could also add the performance line and any additional add-ons. From there, once you make your initial purchase, everything moving forward will be a 25% discount. You are going to have a $15 coaching fee monthly. I think this varies by like $1 or so based on state for tax purposes. But I want to be clear that that coaching fee is going to cover all of your inventory because you're not keeping anything on hand. It's going to be your customer service. It's also going to be your online portal as well as your provided website so you can make those sales via the website. And all of that is for $15. Plus on top of that, you're getting your 25% discount on all of the products that are provided through Beachbody. So that is like their programs. This is also going to be their nutritional, so your Shakeology, your performance line, all of that is going to have a 25% discount. All right, so let's get started. Let's go over exactly what to do from here. So first of all, first thing you're going to do tonight is after this call, you're going to message me to let me know you're ready and that you want the next spot in my organization. Like I said, my organization is a growing organization, so I know that it's kind of a time-sensitive thing. I know that over the next couple weeks, I am going to be bringing more coaches into the business. You're going to want to secure your spot. You're going to want to see that there's going to be volume that's going to be produced underneath you. You're going to select your starter kit and any of your add-ons. So which challenge pack is going to be best for you, as well as any flavor preferences you might have. What I do on my end is once you tell me you're ready to go, we choose what options are best. I am going to create that cart for you. When you purchase your initial kit, that first investment, you're going to let me know, and then I'm going to provide what's called your welcome email. There's going to be 3 quick steps to start provided in that email. So once you do that, once you take, it's called the quick start. So once you complete that quick start and look over your intro email that I've sent to you, you are going to do that, and then we are going to set up a call. My first call with you is going to be going over some of your basic goals. Then we are going to get you added into what's called our challenge group. And the challenge group is going to be our virtual community that's going to help you achieve amazing results, but it's also your home base for where you can also add your clients as well. And then we're going to set that first initial goal to help our first 3 people. Not only is it going to get our initial investment paid for when we help those first 3 people, but it's also going to line us up for some major wins that the company provides through the program called Success Starter. The Success Starter program is a great way to kickstart your business and really get those early wins, build our confidence from the get-go. From there, you're going to be added into the new coach training. It's going to be a 9-email training that you will get every day sent right to your inbox. You'll also have access to our team page and the coach online office. You'll have access to your portal as well as tracking for your business. We'll go over the weekly team calls, the weekly national wake-up calls, the weekly new coach calls, and access to your mentor daily. When you know you have this much support at your fingertips, it's impossible to fail. Lastly, you guys, and I always like to ask questions at the end, but I'm also very, very aware of your time. So last thing that I just want you to know is, because when I get ready to sign coaches, and I tend to do this in throughout, like once in the month, I have an open and a closed date. So when I do this, I always like to reward the people who act fast and reserve their spot immediately in my organization by rewarding you with a $25 Amazon gift card to get started. So you guys, I'm so excited and pumped and honored to be welcoming you into the organization. I will go ahead and click the stop share. If you have any questions, just reach out to the person who invited you guys here, and we will go from there. All right? All right, guys.